Hi, I'm Brianna Motzkitz, and today is our Wednesday box opening. Hi guys! Hopefully you had a good morning, and we're going to open some boxes. I have quite a few, but I'm wondering if some of them aren't all completely here yet, so maybe as I'm filming the guys will come and bring some more boxes, because I've got a weird number of Moda boxes that don't quite make sense, but maybe we'll open them up and just sneak and see what's in there. But for sure we've got some Micah Miller that we're going to open up today, and also some In the Beginning that I'm super excited about opening today. If you are new, I own and operate a quilt shop in Ephrata, Washington with my mom, Cindy. She is currently in Indonesia on a quilting cruise. They will be back late crack of dawn Saturday morning, so we won't see her until next week. But these are all of the new fabrics that are coming in from UPS and FedEx that are new to the shop. So you guys get to see it first, purchase it first. Everything is linked in the description below and also on our website, fabricpatch.net. Under the Shop Online What's New tab, everything is going to be there. That's the newest, coolest stuff that's coming into the shop. We also have a brick and mortar store that is open Wednesday through Saturday, 10 to 5. So you can always come see us, hang out, or shop online and we can ship it to you. Tracy, you'll probably hear behind me, she ships out everything and you'll get it here pretty quickly. There's a small group of us, but we try to do all of the online orders first thing in the morning so that we don't have to fight for it for anybody who comes into the store. So you are more than welcome to shop there. You can also come into the store and pick up your orders. So if you're shopping but you're planning on coming for a visit during the weekend or the following week, maybe you're coming for a retreat, you can always choose to pick it up in store and save a little bit of money on shipping. We do a flat shipping of $9. We try to make sure it goes the cheapest way. Shipping prices has gone up if you've noticed. So it is a flat fee of $9, and we try to have everything go priority, but sometimes just for an extra day, so instead of the 3 to 5 business days to take it to you priority, maybe it'll take 5 to 7 days, but it's still under that $9 fee. So everything goes as fast as we can for the best price and the most protected. Because fabric, yeah, it weighs a lot, so as they're checking packages from truck to truck, we don't want it to burst open. So we try our best to make it to you clean, dry, and pretty. So when you open it, it's like opening a present each time. So let's see what Micah Miller sent us. Got this pair of scissors here. And there's actually one more big box that came with this one. Ooh, this is the pre-cut box. Okay, so it looks like it's some blenders. This is called Patina. Really pretty. Can you see that? Am I too close? Look how pretty that is. So I've got it in a fat quarter bundle in 5-inch squares. Gorgeous. And you know what's cool? So each of the 5-inch squares come in 42 pieces, but there are a few duplicates, and they tell you which ones have 1 piece or 2 pieces in here to make up to that 42. Some 2.5-inch strips. Ooh, this one bursted open. Let's just...
Bursting with color.
It's bursting. And it looks like maybe there's some free patterns that I'll look for. They have just little picture demos of something used with it. But here are the jelly roll, the 2.5-inch strips. Perfect for a jelly roll race if you're looking for something quick. And then here are the colors. Look at that. And it's kind of, I don't know if you can tell with the plastic on. I'll get all the plastic off and show you all the colors. But it's kind of like a paintbrush stroke, but with multiple colors. So there's maybe like 3 shades of purple in here, a little bit of periwinkle mixed in. It's really pretty. And these look like really small bolts. So it must be a brand new basic. And when most any company brings out a brand new basic, whether it be Micah Miller, Better Text, usually when they bring out new ones, whether it's 12 new pieces of Moda Marble or a whole new collection, they will allow us as a store to order just mini bolts to see if it sells well, if we're going to reorder it, if we like it, if our customers like it, the whole little sample pack. So it looks like we got pretty much all of the colors, but they're in little 8-yard bolts. So good news, bad news. we got all the colors. Bad news is if someone else likes this green as much as you do, they might take all of it. Or they might only leave a little bit for you. So that being said, if there is something that is out of stock, so in our website, what you will see is you'll notice that that color is just not on our website anymore. It just disappears. It doesn't say out of stock, it doesn't say anything, it just goes away. So if there was a color that you saw me show, and like this one in particular is called Pine, and if you don't see it on the website anymore, we are sold out. That is something that you can email us, info@fabricpatch.net, and say, hey, I was shopping for the new Patina line from Micah Miller and it says that you are out of Pine. Really love it. Let me know when you get it back in. And then when we order back in, we can shoot you an email that says, hey, you know, we've got Pine in from Micah Miller. If you're still interested, here's the link. You can purchase it then. So that too. Also, that being said, if you find something as we keep digging that's like the perfect background, the perfect something, and you want a whole bolt just to have in your stash because you're an avid quilter and you like that particular piece for charity quilts, for backs, for borders, for backgrounds, that's something that we can also do for any basic. Whether it's that Fig Tree Cream or that Bella Snow, whatever your favorite piece is, we can order a bolt in and ship it to you. So I'm going to get the rest of these colors out, get some plastic off, and then I'll show you every color and also tell you their name. So it looks like there are 17 colors of patina, and again, all of the jelly rolls. So to be able to have 42 2.5-inch strips or 5-inch squares, you're gonna have a few duplicates. And again, totally okay. And what's really cool about the back of the 5-inch squares is they tell you which ones are doubled. So we've got 2 of the fuchsia, 2 purple, 2 of the navy, 2 of the orange. So they tell you the extra ones just in case you want to know. That's kind of nice for them to tell you. And then I also do have a fat quarter bundle. So it looks like we may not have gotten all of the colors, or we are getting them in 2 shipments. So also when they debut a new collection that we all really like, we can get them in smaller yardages, and we can also get them, instead of all 15 or whatever colors, we can get them in half shipments, because it looks like there are far more fat quarters in here. 2, 4, 18, 20, 2, 4, 6, 8. Looks like there are 30 colors. And so I've got about 17. So again, I bet we have the other half coming maybe. Or maybe we just picked the most popular colors. But look how pretty. So if you're someone who's on the fence about a temperature quilt, awesome. It's already run for you. Or if you need to add a few more textures to your temperature quilt, these are beautiful textures. So I'm going to show you here what the texture is, and then maybe we can see it better from the other side of the camera. And then I'll tell you, of course, the color names. But you can kind of see that it is kind of paintbrush strokey. It looks like it's painted on there like on a canvas, and there's lots of shades of purple and then some of these periwinkly colors mixed in. So it's really, really pretty. It's going to read solid, but it's going to give some texture, some extra color, a little bit of, you know, va-voom in there. So it's really pretty. I like a good texture. I'm really not a solid girl. I like things going on even if it's in the background. So I'll show you, like, even this one I think is really pretty. This one is like the most solid one, I feel like, that's in the whole bunch, but there's still a lot going on in there that's really, really pretty for a textured piece. All right, I'm gonna go around, show you the colors up close, and tell you the color name. Okay, so here's Patina. Really, really pretty. So we're gonna start here with this gray one. You can kind of see that. Look how pretty that texture is. That one is just called the Moon, and it totally does look like the texture of the moon. That's pretty cool. This one is gray. It's coming through that it looks a little green. I do not think it looks green. It is very gray, very muddy kind of a color. I think that if you put it with enough greens, it's one of those blacks that would read really, really, really dark green, almost black green. But I would definitely say it's not as green as what you see in your, at least what I see in the camera. It's not green. This one they're calling black. Definitely black. Definitely textured. And again, it's got some of those, can you see where here we go. Some of these light pieces, some of the dark, dark black, some of that gray is in here. So really cool. I think it's a really good texture that's going on in there. This one is called Ocean Blue. Gorgeous. And then this one is Sapphire. This one is Jam. See, and it doesn't come through. This is like purple. It's like grape jam right here. And it totally doesn't come through purple. This one is purple, a little bit more pink mixed in. I feel like you're seeing more of the true color with this one. That color right there is like the jam color is mixed in there. See, yeah, no, this is grape jelly. This is purple. And then we've got Plum, more of a lavender with a little bit of pink going on in there. Gorgeous. So look how cool that texture is. I love that texture. Super cool. Let me scoop these out of the way a little bit. And then Clementine, beautiful fire orange. I think this one's Caribbean. It's abbreviated on the bolt, so I believe it is Caribbean though. Beautiful, clear, gorgeous. A little bit of that kind of plummy color is slightly in there. This one is Pine. Beautiful. Jade, which is funny. I feel like that is not jade. I mean, for the color that you would be jade, I feel like it is just a more of a medium green. You can see them together. And this one has a little bit of blue splotches in there. But again, definitely green, a little bit of Kelly green in there. I wouldn't say it goes blue enough to be called jade though. And then we've got Olive. Love that color. It's coming through a little brighter than it really is, but love it nonetheless. This one is Avocado. Totally. These are very close in color. You can tell that the Avocado is just a shade lighter than the Olive. Two very beautifully complemented greens. Brown. See, it's coming through dark green. No. This is like a good old brownie right out of the oven. You do have a little bit of green spotches in there, but definitely is going to read more brown than anything else. And then last we've got Bamboo, a beautiful tan. If you have any Northcott project happening, this is a gorgeous Northcott tan. The brown would look equally beautiful, and so would the moon. That gray and that darker gray. What was that other color? Oh, gray and moon. Yeah, would also be perfect Northcott colors. So this was Patina, the new Michael Miller Basic. Again, also pre-cut. If it's something you like, you also have the whole pre-cut color card. So the next box I have is a Hoffman box, but the outside says Step into Spring. So I don't think it's going to be Batik, because Hoffman also does extraordinary wilderness panels, wilderness anythings, and also, I mean, I think it's kind of hard to mess up a good floral, but Hoffman does it pretty good. Alright, so there's actually two boxes, but we can start with one of them. Beautiful blue. Oh, it is floral. Look how pretty that is. And blue and green. Gorgeous. Look at this one. The little dandelions. Oh, beautiful. Oh, look at this one. Really pretty. All right, so it's called Step into Spring. Oh, look at that. That is pretty. I'll say maybe if some of the Michael Miller pieces that we just opened would go with some of these, because I feel like they would coordinate pretty well. So I might sneak over and get a few of those. Ooh, look at this one. Really big print. And that really pretty icy blue background. All right, I'm going to unearth the other box. Take some plastic off, maybe go shopping through the Patina collection to see if anything's going to go along with it, and then we'll look together at it. Step into Spring from Hoffman is really, really pretty. It's actually a huge, the second box got better and better. There are actually 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 19 pieces from this collection. A few, like 3-4 pieces are kind of blendery, that are really, really pretty with it. There are 2 of the patina that look really good with it. This pine green is a really good supportive piece, and also the sapphire blue is really nice with it. That Caribbean blue you'll think goes with it, but it really doesn't. It's a little too blue. I don't know if that's a thing, but it's really pretty. So this is a really good, really pretty blue floral gorgeousness. So I'm going to show you from this side because I feel like a lot of these need to be opened up so you can see them in their full glory. So the main prints of this collection is this one. Look how pretty this is. Absolutely gorgeous on a dark background, kind of that watercolor blue floral. This texture, this is the only one textured like this. This is the background of that print. Beautiful. So this large floral comes in the dark blue background or a kind of off-white background. But look how pretty that is. And they look so different, even right next to each other. Super pretty. And these are pretty big. These are probably, that big flower right there, he's probably at least 5 inches. So it's a nice, big, large collection, or print. Here are the 2 close, the same prints, different backgrounds. And then, also in that same large floral is kind of a little toss, but it has birds. And are they upside down to you? Yes, they are. It is directional when you have the birds in it, but equally pretty. You've got a little bit of that kind of smoky purple mixed in on whatever that kind of pretty, maybe a hydrangea flower is. But really pretty. I love watercolor in general, and putting it on fabric is just as pretty. So again, same as before, it's also on, and this dark navy background. The birds almost show up even better on the dark background. Beautiful. And again, together. Same print, different background. And then you've also got this one. This one is the only one. It's also a large, I feel like it's pretty large scale compared to everything else. It is on that light, icy blue background, and it's just flowers. Very blue, little bits of green. And this is the only one of its kind. And then we're going to go to more of a small floral. These are also all of its kind, or the only one. Icy marble background with vines and flowers. Very green and blue. And also another small print, kind of floral. Maybe those are the same. No, they're not the same. But again, just a couple colors. It's going to read more on that tonal piece as you step away from your quilt. Really pretty. It's really going to showcase all of those light blues. A little bit of that lavender mixed in there is really nice. All right, and then these cool kind of tile texture. Look how cool that is. Oh, I love it. And this is like every shade of blue. So it almost looks like it has like a dark black charcoal background. And you've got the teal, the periwinkle, a little bit of lavender, every shade of blue, some of that Caribbean teal blue mixed in there in those squares. And you also have the same exact texture in green. Look at this. Look how pretty that is. And very green. There's like not a lick of blue in here or purple. It's just straight green. Beautiful. The little dandelion puffs. This one has a kind of a blue-green marbled background with your dandelion puffs. Same print in the blues. So here they are together. Beautiful. And then they also, so instead of doing like a tonal piece, so instead of doing more of these, which it's gorgeous, but it's the only one it has, it's marbly, they did more of a washed wood texture. Look how cool that is. So really cool washed wood texture. So this one's in the blues and grays. And then you've got it in the cream and gray. And lastly, is it lastly? Yes. Light blue. And a little bit of that creamy gray in there. It's just gorgeous. So the lines do, that linear thing does go along your selvage, but I wouldn't necessarily call it directional. I think this would be a beautiful way to do a background, do some accent blocks, do some borders if you want to fussy cut anything. And then last texture is this little baby breath in 4 colors. So navy background. Can you see if I lay it here? Let me make one more up here, and then I'll just stack them up on each other. So you've got the navy background. You've kind of got that light teal background with white, green, that kind of dusty purple. You've got that icy blue. And white. This one, I love this one. Look how pretty that one is. So same print, 4 background options. Gorgeous. This one would be really nice to make. There's a lot to choose from in this collection, but to really show off the fabrics, I think Stash Buster would be great. It's where you take, you know, the large prints, they're big blocks, and then everything else, I think it's like 3 yards of a large print and then like 7 3/4 yard cuts of accent pieces to make other 4 patches and blocks to go with it. And it's really beginner friendly, and it'd be really pretty in this. Beeline for Baby would be pretty if you guys remember this one. It gives me this kind of a feel. So this one just takes fat quarters. But of course, a 1/2 yard will give you 2 fat quarters. So do some half, and they're simple cuts. They're like 10 and 5-inch cuts. So if you get 3/4 of a yard of a handful or some 1/2 yard cuts, you'd have plenty to do. Beeline for Baby. Again, I think anything that's going to show off your fabric. Beeline for Baby, Stash Buster, Timber would even be really pretty if you want to do a really simple blue and white quilt. Pick a focus center and do some log cabin borders around it. I think there's a lot of options with something this pretty. There's lots of options. All right, I'm going to clean these up. I'm going to add these 2 patinas, the sapphire and the pine, which really look really nice with these, in with this, is it Jump Into Spring collection, just so you can see it in with everybody else. Otherwise, you'll see Patina and Jump Into Spring in the What's New section. And then I'm going to rustle up my in the beginning box. You know, I might open it right now, and then maybe they'll save you for one more commercial. But I have a little box over here. This is box 4 of 4. So it is the smallest of the bunch. But it's something. Ooh, yeah, it is in the beginning. So Jason Yenter, Impressions. Oh, here's the border print. So there's a sneak peek for you. Impressions. And here's this really cool book. So Jason Yenter usually does a book that goes along with his collections. He's not one who does a lot of free patterns, but he's always one that is full of ideas. Whether it's maybe something from a previous book and he has just recolored, that's always a possibility. But look how pretty those are. So really fun. And they range. Each book, it's inexpensive, but it ranges from super simple projects. These are just simple 9 patches with some sashing in them, to some of them that are going to be a little more involved, but it's a really pretty one. Especially if you just love the fabric, he's going to show you the best way to show it off. I really want to see what this one is. This one's just 4 patches and squares with like a fun goose through it. Look how cool that is. It's really pretty. So everything shown here is in this little booklet. Lots of options. All right, I'm gonna get everybody unloaded, and we will look at. Oh, look at that! We'll look at it together. This is absolutely gorgeous. To die for. This is awesome. I think I might have to take a little piece of this stuff home. I love every single piece of this. I think this might work for my funky missing piece on my temperature quilt. If you've been following along, you know there's a piece that I'm not super sold on. She might be the winner. This is awesome. So we got the whole collection. Bad news, only 10-yard bolts. So don't wait. If you love this as much as I do, make sure you get it and before you can't. It is going to be really hard because I don't know. I mean, I love this one. This is definitely bright and pretty, but that Hoffman one is equally gorgeous. So sorry about the decisions that have to be made today. That's unfortunate. A little bit harder, but this is beautiful. So 2 border prints. So I'm going to show you those real fast and then I'll go around and I'll show you. There are quite a few prints in every color. It is awesome. So here's the border print. So this is the jewel tone one. So you've got kind of that minty kind of background. I guess I'm going to say minty background with that really pretty jewel tone floral and that really awesome little swirly dude. So you've got 4 perfectly spaced 10-inch borders, or you can change it up depending on where you want to cut. Or it's awesome. Black background. Multi, more on that kind of orangey colors. Look at that. So fantastic. So if you want to go more masculine or more feminine, you can go either direction. There are, of course, all of the patterns you need. I feel like I really want to make this one, that last one I showed you. That one's a chunk of background and about a half a yard of like a dozen pieces. It is awesome. I'll see, sometimes he has a PDF page that gives me the picture of the quilt and the yardages for them. So if there is someone, if you guys are wanting to purchase the book, which is, you should have this book in your library anyways. But if there's a quilt that you want to make, but you want to make sure you get what you want before you can get it. See, look at that one. Look how cool that one is. I'll see if I can find that for you, and I'll just put it as a quick little click of pictures so you can see that when you look at this. You can see the book, and then you can go through and see the fabric requirements. And hopefully that'll make your life easier so you know you can get the background, the border, and all the chunks you need. Also, let me know in your notes if you are wanting to make sure that this background matches or this blue tonal matches. Put in your note and I will make sure it's right. If it's not right, I will substitute it for what's correct and keep the yardage the same. It just makes it easy for it being paid for, and I can credit you for if there's a price difference, or we can just switch it out for the right shade or the right tone and call it a day. So keep that in mind too. If you're color matching online and you find that's a little difficult, put in your notes, say, hey, help me out. I want this as my background, and it's all going to go together. I can make it happen. So those are the 2 border prints. I'm going to go around so I can come up close so you can see all of this beautiful texture. Okay, here's impressions. Absolutely stunning. There is not a bad piece in here. Super pretty. Okay, so we'll start at, let's see if I can make, let me flop this the other direction real fast. And then we'll start. So there's the border prints I already showed you, and then this gorgeous piece. So those of you that have been watching some of those Bali batiking videos Mom's been posting for us, that makes me think batik. This is not batik. This is in the beginning a beautiful silky finished cotton, quilter's cotton. So a really cool batik looking fabric without having that texture of batik, if you're someone who is not a fan of the texture and stiffness of batik. And then this cool one, this one's got some like wild cats in here. Let me see, I'm trying to get it so they're not upside down. Here you go. Can you see them in there? See that one, like a little puma? Super cool. Multicolored, lots going on. Super cool. Same one, but with the black background, a lot more pink and blues. There they are together. And then this really cool ferny stripe. Fantastic. Multicolored. And also in green. Just a really good texture in green too. If you're someone who does landscape quilts or just wants to beef up your stash a little bit, what a beautiful green to keep in there. A multicolored hatching. This one has a marbled background. Some of it looks really dark, some of it looks a little more on the purpley side. So just a really nice dark background hatch with lots of brights on top. Same one with more of a minty green background. This is probably going to be the same background that's going to be on that border print. There's, see that? Really pretty. And then raindrops. I love these. We'll see it in a couple colors. So this one's a multicolored, more on the gray tone. Really pretty, but all over bright. Blues. Love it. This also gives me a batik feel without being batik-y. And then black multi-raindrops. Fantastic. Also, these black backgrounds is going to look excellent with that black border print. And then lastly, another medallion one. This one looks a lot like it's, you know, that large medallion that we saw at first. Just small scale. Just totally zoomed right down. And so you have that really cool in that teal, sea foam, blue and aqua colors, fuchsia and purple, and that multicolored. Really, really pretty. And then a really cool stripe. I'm going to flop these back over so you can see it. Way cool. That stripe's going to go, might be the first thing to go. I don't know. I think it's going to be kind of hectic, you guys, but this is an awesome piece. Keep in mind if there's something you missed out of, put in your comments. Say, hey, if you have any of that stripe or that border print or the black background raindrop, put in your notes. If I happen to have like a quarter of a yard or an end of the bolt piece, I would gladly throw it in your order. I love this. I don't know what this is. This looks like a light in Daisy House. But it's just this really cool, just, I don't even know, gorgeous. Kind of a lavendery blue background with your jewel tones on top. And then another one in that beautiful mint background with all your brights and colors on top. And then we've got this large floral print. Look how beautiful that is. And these, I wouldn't say, okay, so I guess it's kind more of a medium size. This is probably a 2-inch flower, maybe a 3.5 to 4-inch flower. So really pretty. And a really pretty, I'm going to open this up. It's not really a striped background by any means. Just a really pretty all over. Fantastic. So this is the multicolored one. I've got one with all yellow and orange flowers on top. And also the jewel tone with pink and purple and blue flowers on top of aqua and blue background. Oh, gorgeous. And these really cool dots. So the dots wrap us up for impressions. But look how cool. So they're almost like this wavy, bendy fishnet dot. I don't even know. Super, super cool. So you've got more of this fuchsia magenta dot. You've got a purple. They called this one, oh, purple. This one's purple. This one they call blue. So you've got blue, some lime greens, a little bit, that's a little more of that limey green. I love this one. Fantastic. Very gold, but you have all of that multicolor underlay. That's really pretty. That, again, a dark mint. I don't know if it's not coming through totally. It looks more blue in the camera. It's almost more green in real life. Then you've got the red multicolors. So more of that flame for the black background border print. And then they call this one the teal. So again, purple, teals, yellow, more on that jewel tone side. And that's everything I have for you today. So we did the Patina Michael Miller Basic. A lot of the patina would look really good with any of this. I mean, can you see? All of those colors really go really nice. So if you get any of the patina and you want it to go with your Impressions collection, put in notes. I'll double check the color for you. I'll make it work. And then also jump into spring. Beautiful blue, white, floral, gorgeous, lovely. And then the Impressions. So again, Impressions come with a pattern booklet to go with it, or your opportunities of pattern options are endless. You could easily do, I think Mom's Crazy Stars is really cool to do with this, really showcase just really fun oblong stars. That takes fat quarters, so again, some half yard cuts will give you just fine. And you get anything to show off your fabric. You can even use the border print as a focus squares. So if you wanted to do a really fast stars and stripes, you could use a yard of border print, cut out some of those 10.5-inch squares out of that border print and make those your basics. And your, you know, large pieces, you could totally do that. I love this. I'm going to definitely be shopping after you guys shop on Wednesday and see what is left, because this is really cool. And again, I really like the book. So I'm going to try my best to try to find images to easily tell you what yardages you need. So if you're going to get the book and do some of the projects in it, you can have plenty of fabric to go along with it. All right. I hope you had fun. Hope you enjoyed it. And then I will hopefully see you later this week. Mom was visiting Hoffman's Boutique Factory on Tuesday night. Her Tuesday morning, but our night. So hopefully late in the next couple days or two, you're going to see that video come up. I can't wait to see about that. And then we will see you Sunday for the next box opening. Have a great day. Bye.
Thank you for watching our video. We invite you to leave a comment, hit the like button, or better yet, subscribe to our channel so you never miss an episode. You can also visit our Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, or Pinterest pages, or find all of those things and our online store at fabricpatch.net.